ELF update here on the 1st. Did ELF bottom yet? Well, we do have a gap down here at 58 bucks. But when we look at this, this is a classic 5-wave move. We have wave 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just a matter of figuring out if this 5th wave bottomed yet or not. And so what I see on here is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. You can see here this wave 3 has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4th wave bounce. So then we have to figure out, is this bottom here? Let's go to the 15-minute. And what I see on this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the only way that this could go lower now at this point would be another huge market correction, because at this point the only way this can go lower is if this ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. It would have to be an extension. And right now, just looking at these waves, it looks pretty corrective to me. Like, this looks corrective, but this does too. That's completely fine, because from the very beginning, I wasn't looking for an impulse up to like new highs. It was all about the retrace. Even when we were at 100 bucks, the retrace can come all the way back up here to 170. At this point, for how far we went down, I would expect at least the 0.5 fib. So that's sitting here at 118.27. But you have gaps way up here at 169 and 180. You probably have gaps other places as well. You obviously have the earnings gap. That's the first one we're going to be looking at here, is 85 bucks. And then besides that, you have a small gap right here at 110. The next one after that is here at 167. So first order of business is getting rid of this $85 gap. That should be happening here soon, whenever the market starts moving up. The 1.61 fib of this move right here is a little bit above that. It's at 88 bucks. That's my next target. That's going to be a daily supply zone right there. That's my next target right there. And then from there, let's just zoom in here and make sure. Let's see if this is a 5-wave move on the smaller time frames. I think it is, actually, which is a good, nice positive. So, no, it's not actually. It's an ABC move. So, I would just expect this to be it looks like we're finishing off a B wave. So it might come down a little bit more, or maybe it's bottomed, whatever. I'm not going to go over the smaller time frames that much. I would just expect something currently right now to a minimum on the next move higher to 85 bucks. There you go. So I think a gap fill should be coming here soon, up to 85 bucks. And then from there, it just matters of what we get. It looks like it's going to be ABC, and then you're going to look for a little bit of corrective move, and then you're going to be looking at the 1.61 fib of that, which takes us right up here into this supply zone here at 103. And then that's going to end up being, more than likely, that will end up being the A wave. Because remember, we're trying to get to 118. That's like the minimum target. So this is probably going to end up going projection-wise like this. Let's see where the 1.61 fib is of this. So you get the point. I'm expecting it to correct to at least 118. That's the 0.5 fib. And then that can either be the B wave, or that can be a second wave. I would expect it probably to be the B wave. One other thing, let's look and see where this 1.61 fib goes to. Goes to 28 bucks. I think when we get a crash, this can hit 22 bucks. When we get an actual market crash, like one that we haven't seen in decades, this will come down here and fill the gap at 22 bucks. But for right now, I expect it to be a retrace. If for some reason I'm wrong on this, I'll show you why this makes the most sense the count wise. I was trying to turn this into a third wave, but it doesn't make any sense, because if you do that and you make this the third wave right here, this actually ends up being the shortest wave. So this cannot be third wave, fourth wave, then come down. So it would have to be an extension down for us to get down to 55 bucks. But right now it looks like it's going up here to 85 bucks to fill the gap short term. We'll do another update here soon and figure out where it's at on the weekly time frame. You can see here too, it's in desperate need of a bounce. We are not only oversold on the weekly time frame, basically, we are also way outside the standard deviation. So I think that it makes sense to come all the way back up here to 170 to 180, minimum 118 though. So just wanted to go ahead and show that. It looks great, and you should be seeing a bounce to 85 bucks here short term. If you like the content, like, subscribe for more updates. You can donate in the description if you're helping you out with making some money in the market. Buy me a coffee. And that's it for now. Have a good weekend.